It's in the love, it's on your back, it's on the love, it's on the back, it's on the song, yes, you need to go. I need your love, it's in me, yo. I see you waiting, you count on my day and you stole away. So come back, oh no, it's that, let's go. Na 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 na.
You got the loud mouth, you got one that's quiet, you got one that's like, there's all these different
personalities.
Different personalities.
Yeah.
So when I met you guys back then, you already knew what that family dynamic was at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So now fast forward 50,000 years, is that on crack?
Yeah.
On crack. Yeah. So season 6 rolls around.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this the season where you guys went on strike?
Yes. Right before, yeah. I believe so.
All right.
Yes.
Have you talked about this strike with anyone?
Mm-mm.
So this is the first time.
First time, yeah.
What comes to mind when you think about that period?
Sadness, disappointment, because a lot of it was, or still is, or has been, that we've been on television for a long time.
Right.
And our accolades and our bank accounts did not reflect that. And that's just what it was. It's like, how come and why this? And we were making you guys multi-millionaires, and we are not multi-millionaires.
Yeah, someone had said that the actual cameramen were making more than y'all.
Cameramen made more than us.
That's fucking...
Especially for the first couple of seasons, absolutely. Because if you think about it like this, let's just say a week filming. Right? A camera person, I don't want to say camera guy because a camera person, because sometimes it can be a girl.
Absolutely.
Out of the 7 days, I say we work 6. Every single day, that camera person could be getting paid $1,200 per day. Right?
So I see what's going. I see where this is going.
Add all that up.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Right.
And then, especially if we're out of the country or if they're not local, you talking about per diem.
Right.
But then even in between that per diem, they get fed.
Sure.
And then, their lodging and all that stuff is taken care of.
Sure.
So, absolutely.
Gotcha.
And in 7 days, like, that could just make up for one episode.
Right. Y'all getting paid for one episode.
Per episode. And
they getting paid by the day.
They film.
Absolutely. It's the switch. It's the switcheroo. Yeah. So when you say you feel a little sad, you there came a point now, did everybody feel like this, or was it just kind of like?
Well, everyone primarily felt that way.
Okay.
Everyone primarily felt that, we should have gotten more.
Okay.
Than what they were giving us, or what was given to us. And also, in 11 years, we have never been nominated for nothing.
That's
You must have. In 11 years,
you put it on the inside.
I did not.
You put it on yourself.
That was my stomach growling.
No, it wasn't.
So for 11,
that mic is gonna pick that up.
That is my stomach growling.
It's okay. It wasn't growling. You were putting on the inside.
Sometimes that doesn't mean that.
You put it on the inside of your stomach. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn that up so loud.
Why would you do that? That is just not even nice.
I'm gonna hit the faders and be like, "Rrr." Okay, so go ahead. You were
yeah, I don't even remember when I was on the roll, but
we'll get you back. We'll get you back. Think positive.
I was saying that we have never been nominated for any type of award.
Why?
No image awards, no nothing.
Why?
I don't know. But WeTV had this one show called the Boxer, the Black Boxer, the Boxer something, and they were nominated for an award, and the show was canceled. Like after the first season, they were canceled.
What do you think that is? Like, what do you think that contributes to? Like, who's holding the ball for that?
The network, definitely. the production company definitely
Uh-huh.
not putting any money behind it to make it happen. There were some times that I would ask specific questions like, "Hey, can't we nominate out? Can't we send it in since we're
Yeah.
executives? Can we put something together?" And I even came up with a brilliant idea because and within Braxton Family Values, every time we still do this, but every time we cheers to each other, we go clink, 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 clink.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So the idea was, why can't we get some, our favorite store is Tiffany.
Sure.
So why can't we get some martini glasses that says clink, clink, the same ones that they sent to us before. It says clink, clink, and have the whole package together with the Braxton Family Values in the middle, like clink, clink, let's salute, or something to something. And that never happened. It never happened. So I mean, I even asked David about it, David Johns, who knows a whole bunch of people.
Okay.
He was like, it was never submitted, or what, it was just all of these little things that,
so what some of you were missing, the cast were missing someone who had your back completely. And listen, some of us had great management, some of us had deplorable management, some of us had no management at all. Some of us was managing ourselves. Gotcha.
However, under the same umbrella of us being the Braxtons, is no reason why we should have never been nominated for anything. Like nothing.
You sound upset about that.
No, I'm just bewildered. I just cannot believe that we've gone all these years and we've never been nominated for one thing.
That's like some Little Richard stuff.
He finally got nominated.
Well, y'all can still do it. You got time.
No.
Yes, you do. Why not? Why not, Towanda?
Because it's not going to be the same. That's why.
Factoids. I get it.
That's why. It'll never be that ever again.
Right.
That's the thing.
That's
the thing.
Where do you feel the show? There's a term for it where a show hits a peak and then it starts to go down. Where was that peak?
I think that it was always a peak. I think when we decided to, because it was peaking for different reasons.
Okay.
I think that when we decided to go on strike to fight for our rights, that's when I feel that's when the powers that be were like, okay, we're going to show them.
Really?
Absolutely.
So you felt like there was
Absolutely.
actual people, humans, that were doing this to you?
Absolutely. Us.
To y'all, to the family.
Absolutely.
Do you think it was deserved?
No. God, no. Absolutely not.
So you saying nobody in your family was a certain way with anyone on the executive side that made them feel a certain way?
Yes,
Okay.
But collectively, okay, let me just go back to this. And this is something that I tell my parents all the time. And me as a parent, I really try not to do this with Braxton and Brooke, right? I try not to put everybody in the same bucket.
Factoids.
Everyone the same, because everyone is not the same.
Absolutely.
I hated growing up when my parents said y'all.
Right.
Because it wasn't always y'all.
Right.
It was sometimes a specific person. And instead of saying that specific person, it would always say y'all.
Right.
That's not fair.
Right.
That ain't fair.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Even with this, all of us wasn't deserving of this.
But all y'all got
But
it.
all of us got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that.
Do you miss the show?
I'm gonna tell you what I miss. I don't miss the show per se, but I do miss hanging out with my sisters and them taking care of stuff.
And them taking care of stuff.
Taking care of stuff.
Oh, you talking about when
the
y'all
network and production.
film it,
Yeah.
Mr. Chow and
Mr.
y'all
Chow.
run up a $3,000 bill and then take home.
I miss that.
No,
I do miss that.
You would bring me.
I would always bring food home. Let me tell you.
No,
I did not
wait.
play.
No, they need to know this.
Yep, I did not play. Listen, if we were going out to eat. Oh, I was bringing food home.
No.
What?
No. This is not just bringing food home. All right, I don't know if you ever been to Mr. Chow. Mr. Chow's delicious. First of all, we go all the time when we can. Because it's not one in Atlanta. So when we're in LA or New York or Vegas, we've never been. We haven't been together to the one in Miami, right?
No.
All right, we should just go down there.
Because it's delicious.
All right, so the first I don't know how many years of our relationship, we weren't together all the time. So she would come out to LA, film, and go to Tuscanova. Everywhere, film. But when she would leave, she would order up so much food. Literally, it was shopping bags full of food.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you what my whole philosophy was.
No, I understand.
My philosophy was, if y'all ain't going to pay me that way, y'all going to pay me this way.
No. Yes. No. Facts on facts. And you would be like, oh, I had to buy a ballpoint pen. You would give them the receipt. Pay me back. You wasn't playing.
Nope.
And you was the main one keeping the tally of everything.
Everything.
So when you say the responsible one.
Yep.
What?
Yep. I would do that for mommy, Tracy,
yes.
and Trey.
I remember times you'd be like, you forgot my mommy's per diem. And they'd be like, on set.
Yep. Oh, you have Tracy and Trina's? I'll give it to them.
Yep.
Well, they're not working today. Well, I am. I'll take it to them. We're at the same hotel. I'll give it to them.
Yep. Oh, you can see their faces. It's like
just be pissed off at me. I ain't give a damn.
Right.
Or the first season, it's like, because it was the first season, there's a lot of
trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah, a lot of T's that weren't crossed and I's that weren't dotted. So I went back. I said, okay, let this whole season roll. Let's just roll this. So I went back and I calculated how much money we were owed for per diem.
Right. And then they had to cut that check. Cut the goddamn check. I
calculated Tracy's, because Tracy was more, because Tracy was
always out of town.
Always out of town from Maryland. Because sometimes we filmed here.
Right.
Georgia.
Right.
So I tallied up everything.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what you have to pay Tracy.
Oh, they hated you.
Trina,
all the production.
Mommy.
That's right.
Me.
Oh, boy.
I sure did.
They didn't like you at all.
I didn't give up.
Yep, so that's good. So you learned a lot on this show.
Yes.
So going forward, if you were to ever do another reality show, what are some of the things you're going to walk in? Or what would you tell somebody just going into a reality?
It's going to cost you. Listen, it's going to cost you, because I'm not trying to, I just really feel that we have to come up with something, an advisory or something.
It's a thing.
Because it's a lot of information, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that we learned along the way.
Right.
That,
you're not going to give that game up for free.
It cannot be free, because, hey, my whole family was sacrificed to get this information. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's just like you being a producer and someone saying, let me sit with you and learn all that you know.
Right.
And you'd be like, you're going to have to pay me
for
my time at least
for
this, because you've been doing it since you were a kid.
Right. Absolutely.
Before you were 15.
Yeah.
9, 10.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. So, heck no.
It's not free.
Heck no.
You have to pay for that.
Heck no.
Got you. All right. So, how did you feel when other cast members were doing things or saying things or communicating to the executives of WeTV, not necessarily how you felt or the way you would deliver this message? How would you feel?
Well, I'm a little different, because I like to speak for myself. Because in the past, when I had other people speaking for me, that's not how I conduct business.
Right.
That's not how I would conduct business.
Right.
So, and everything in life is about relationships.
Sure.
And I am not in the business of burning the bridges to ruin relationships in any way.
Got you.
And I just feel that the individuals who were speaking for me, I had to stop them from speaking for me. And I just started speaking for myself.
Okay. So here's a question that everyone wants to know. Is Braxton Family Values over?
Well, I wouldn't say that it's completely over, because you just never know. Like, we could do one of those shows.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Remember When or
Got you.
one of those.
Got you.
But Braxton Family Values will never be the same, ever be the same, ever. It just won't. And just like it wouldn't make sense, or I'm using Tamar's words, that it wouldn't make sense for us to do Braxton Family Values without her being a part of it. It wouldn't make sense for us to do Braxton Family Values for any of us to not be a part of it. It wouldn't be the same. It just wouldn't. It would always feel like something's missing.
Yep. It's kind of like playing the piano with 2 of the black keys missing.
3 of them missing.
Right.
Really. It's a balance. And that's the thing about Braxton Family Values, that not only all the other elements involved that made us different from all the other reality shows, but it was an ensemble show.
What does that mean?
Meaning that we all played a part somehow in the balance and the chemistry, the authenticity of Braxton Family Values.
Here's the weird thing about it. Well, it's not weird, but it is the it factor. As you know, I've been in the music business for a long time. And certain artists you work with, when you meet them at hello, you like, they got it. She got it. Or they're about to blow up. And they don't even have to do anything.
Right. Just
walk in the room.
Yeah.
And I will say this, that every time I have seen, this is something that happens so naturally, so organically, like it's not, no one tries.
Right.
It's just, it
is.
It just is.
Yeah.
It's like the sun, the moon, the stars. It just exists. When all of y'all get together,
that's what happens.
And just
it's
be.
Like the planets align.
Yep.
Perfectly.
The timing.
Yeah, everything.
Of the banter, the humor, the backstories, the making up songs on the spot, the bouncing,
like bouncing off of each other.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Off of each other.
One statement, it's like dominoes, and it's just and don't let one of y'all, all y'all start getting on one person.
Yeah,
it's funny, it's crazy.
Yeah,
and it's not scripted.
No.
There's other reality shows of families out there that you can tell it's forced, it's made up,
right.
It's not really organic, it's not really that. And see, what's so crazy for me, I never watched the episode. The first real episode I watched.
You only watched maybe 2 episodes.
But I was on it.
Right.
Right.
Just to see how you looked. That's natural. That's
well, no.
That's natural to see how you looked, so you know what to do and what not to do next time. That's what it is.
But what I'm saying is, because you asked me not to watch the show, I did not. So when I did watch the show, I was like, "It's a pretty good goddamn show."
Thanks.
Yeah, but not you, just the other sisters. You like that? Like what I did there?
Whatever.
Right. No. So I saw why people was like, I gotta watch this again. And when we started up our YouTube channel, I would always hear or see comments from guys saying, my woman was watching the show, now I'm a fan.
Right.
And I got it. I was like, oh.
The whole family could watch Braxton Family Values.
Everybody.
The whole family.
So when I asked you, was the show over? And you said, maybe not. You really kind of just danced around it.
It's not a dance.
All right, so let me ask you this. Is the show Braxton Family Values with Magical L's at WeTV
over? Yes, it's canceled. Yes.
Okay. How does that make you feel?
Disappointed. Really disappointed. Because even though it only makes sense if it makes sense,
right?
We had so much more to share with the world. Even with,
it was like somebody cutting you off in the middle of a sentence,
like you just did me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See, I did that.
Yeah, that
brought it on home, didn't I? Right. That's good.
Yeah, because it's a lot. I mean, a lot of things happened this past year and a half that should have been documented, and I'm pissed that it wasn't. Because that's a journey that can never be duplicated.
How's your heart feeling now?
Sad. I feel sad. But I did capture a lot of stuff. I can't talk about nothing else right now. That just made my throat dry.
Okay. Number one thing you hate for fans to do to you when you're out in public.
What do you mean?
The one thing, what is that one thing when you be like, I hate when them motherfuckers do that.
Oh my, let me tell you, one thing that I hate what a fan does is send their children. In LA, I'm gonna tell you where we were in Pasadena. And I was walking across the street. No, we were not in Pasadena.
I know.
We were in LA.
We were in Vegas.
Vegas.
That's right. I remember this.
That's one thing. And another one happened in Chicago when I was walking across the street and someone grabbed me.
Oh, that dude I was about, I was about to fuck you up.
Yep.
Wait, we was at Fat Burger?
That was in LA, baby.
Right.
Another time.
Right.
Time.
Okay. All right.
So to answer your question, yes, it has happened in front of you. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. I tend to try to block that back.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a guy. It was actually it was a white guy and his girlfriend was a black girl. And I was walking across the street and he was like, "Oh my God!" And he grabbed me. And you be like, "What the?" And I said, "Honey, it's okay. They're fans. They don't know. They don't know."
Yeah, I had to learn that whole thing.
Yeah, they didn't. They don't know.
I've
startled sometimes.
I've lived my life behind the scenes, so I'm not used to being like people like, hey. I mean, people that I know. So I remember when we first met up again in Vegas, and we were walking down the strip, and some dude was like, "Towanda," and I turned around like, "What?"
I said, "Ain't nobody called your name. Why you turn around? Your name, you don't even have a T in your name."
Who is that?
He turning around.
Who's that?
You called Towanda. Not they ain't called you.
It's your cousin.
I said, "Stop turning around."
I thought that was your cousin.
It took a minute for you.
Yeah, it took me. Now niggas be like, "Towanda," I'll be like,
"Don't you turn around."
"Hey, you." Yo, psst, yeah, hey, yo. No.
Excuse me.
Oh, that's
excuse me.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Yep, they keep going. Yeah. But now you know what's so crazy? You remember when we were in the Apple store? You remember that? What am I about to say?
I'm laughing at you saying the Apple store. I'm sorry.
Apple, right
yeah. Go ahead.
So, Apple store. We were both sitting there. I think I was looking at a phone or something. We were getting something, and somebody noticed me from the show.
Yes.
That started happening.
Yes.
I was like,
because they would look at you to confirm that it was me.
No.
That's usually what happens, dear.
No, they knew me for me.
Okay.
Because I was on this show, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, I'm telling you what happens typically.
No, I already know. Listen, you know me. I'm the last motherfucker to be on some, whatever. But I think that's what angers some of the fans. Or some of the family. Not your family, but
family.
I think they want me to be subservient and like little and like make myself. Yeah, because they'd be like, "Why is he always?" I'm like, "Bitch," because I talk when she ain't around too. Like, why is he talking? I'm like, the fuck? Like, what? I don't know. Like, I don't look at you or none of your family and be like the Braxtons. I never looked at y'all like that. You Towanda to me. You that girl that I gave my coat to in the Jeep when it was cold outside. Before y'all sold not one record. We wasn't even paid to do what we was doing with y'all. So that was where I was. And even now, like even working with Justin Bieber, Pink, Lionel Richie. I did kind of fan out on Lionel Richie. I mean, he got hits, so it's like
it's more than just hits. He has a library.
Yeah, a catalog of just smashes.
He has a museum.
Right. So for him, it was a little different.
Yes.
Boys to Men, 3LW, who else? Escape, Tyrese, 98 Degrees. What's her name? From she's overseas. She used to judge the show. Whatever. My point is this.
Who are you talking about?
She was a judge on Britain's Got Talent. Light-skinned black girl.
Scary Spice?
No, the other one. I did her with Kook. Me and
What's
Kook.
she saying?
I don't remember. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember songs. I remember blocks of time. So, what was I saying?
I don't know.
So basically, I don't that stuff around, like I don't know. People, I don't know. I mean, I think maybe because they feel like they know you and they're like, okay, blah blah blah. Who is this new motherfucker? And I'm like,
yeah, that's a
bitch, I was here before was even a demo song. Shut the fuck up.
But also, a lot of the fans, a lot of the family, they're very protective because they saw what I went through in my,
Yes.
previous
Situation.
my prior administration.
Yeah. And I was there while you were going through the tail end of it.
Of the prior administration, yes.
And that was, I couldn't believe it.
It was a lot.
I couldn't
It
believe
was a lot. And even though I didn't expose everything that has transpired in that relationship or marriage or whatever you want to call it, they saw through some of the stuff that I've gone through.
Yeah.
So they're just very protective.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind the being protected because I'm protected. If we all protecting you, then we good. It's just that when they come at me.
Right. That's when it changes.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I mean, but here's the thing. Since I met you, I've become proficient with erasing and blocking fools like crazy.
Isn't that great?
Oh.
Remember in the very beginning,
Oh, yeah. My elbows did that. My elbows was like, why are you doing what did this person do for you to Braxton, Towanda Braxton?
Like, you didn't even read it. I know the temperature of it at hello. That's why.
What's so crazy is I've adopted that same perspective. If I look in my DMs or if I look at a comment and that shit is this long, you getting erased. Unless you read the first couple words.
You can tell.
You can tell the energy because they'll come out like, let me tell you, block.
First of all,
erase.
Now, if they're adding someone and they say first of all, I know they're defending me.
Gotcha. No. Facts though.
It
Facts.
depends. Like I can really tell
Right.
the temperature of it in the very beginning of it.
Right.
If a person being hated. Well, first of all, like the post that I did about us being the longest running black family reality show in history that we don't get accolades for.
Okay.
The person was like, well, no, y'all not. It's Good Times and the Cosby Show. I said, did you read?
They short
I
bus.
said reality show.
Right. Nice ring.
Thank you.
So,
To clean it.
I was about to ask you something.
I don't know.
So, is there anything else you would like the family to know about Braxton Family Values? You, your plans, where you come from, how to twerk, anything.
I mean, I just wish there was a lot of things that they would have captured as far as not just us as being sisters, but us being mothers, because they didn't really see how.
That's what's so horrible.
Like
how did you miss that part?
Sprinkles of.
You would see a kid show up every 18 episodes.
Yeah, not that many.
But they wouldn't go down the storylines of what's going on in that situation.
Because it was heavy when I was going through the separation and going through the divorce with prior administration, because it affected the kids. And there's so many people naturally who are going through the same things,
right,
who need to see that.
Absolutely.
Because that's real stuff.
Factoids.
Or an absentee parent. All of those things. I just wish they would have been able to capture some of that because I just feel that I could have helped someone else.
Well, your future is very bright.
It is bright.
It is. I'm telling you. I feel it.
Okay, thank you.
You're all right with me.
Good. It would be awkward if I wasn't.
Yeah, but you really my friend, for real.
Well, thank you.
For real.
For real?
Yep.
You're my friend.
I don't even know who you are. New phone. Who is this? No, I'm just joking. No, I love you, honey, for real.
Thank you.
All right. What else? You know what you've been saying lately?
What?
Thank you when I say I love you. It's a little weird.
How is that weird?
Thank you, my nigga.
Hold up. Time out. Let's go back, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, family. Let's go back. Yes. Take a sip.
It's in the love, just on your back, it's on the love, it's on the back, it's on the song, yes, you feel it go. I need your love, it's in me go. I seen you waiting, you count on my day and you stole away. So come bye bye, oh no, it's that, let's go.